Every time you find yourself ask the question, when, I want you to stop and realize that you are killing your progress. Whether it's in your healing, you ask yourself, how long do I need to heal? When am I going to heal my heart? Or whether it's in regards of your business, you might say, when am my business is going to be successful? How long do I need to endure this thing? Or whatever that might be, that you simply cannot withstand the uncertainty, you're shooting yourself in the foot. This question does so many things, and I'm going to cover this in today's session. But get this. First thing, it takes away the focus and attention from what you can actually do to resolve the problem. This is number one. Number two, the brain hates uncertainty. And this is why it asks when, because it's trying to predict and create a timeline to know how long is it going to take, how long you need to hold on. And the problem with this is the brain is also wired for survival. It's not wired for thriving. Therefore, the brain will anticipate the worst case scenario for the simple fact that if you're anticipating the worst case scenario, anything less that happens, you have better chances of surviving. This is how the brain is wired. So it gives you the worst timeline, the worst case scenario, and now you need to be prepared for that. And the problem with that is that it's too much. So when you're thinking about the worst case and you embrace it emotionally, now you're immobilized and you're discouraged. You completely, and then you get you get a little bit depressed. You say, this is too much, I can't take it. So you don't even try with the business and with the healing and with anything in your life. So realize that the question when makes sense, but it's a detriment for anything you're doing in your life. Whatever, like I said, it's healing your heart, it's business, it's whatever. It's a huge detriment. And in today's session, we're going to cover 10 things that you will need to know about that. Once you understand it, you will stop asking when and you will start actually doing what you need to do to progress in your life. I'm Coach Paz Goldman. Let's dive in. So when you stop asking when you stop it, this is when you're really starting to progress. And this is the silent killer of progress. The silent killer of progress, it's not failure. It's this one innocent question that you keep asking yourself. When? Now, the question, it destroys you. Every time that you ask when it will happen, you're quietly shifting the attention away from the only thing that can actually create a result. It's when I finally heal, like I said, when my business will take off, or when is it my turn? And when you ask when, there is kind of, I would say, victim tone to this question. When? Well, when you say, I am going to do this, regardless to how long it's going to take, whatever that might be, you will be successful at it. But when you ask when, it's kind of like negotiation with God. You say, I will do this. If it's going to take a year, I'm going to do this for a year. A month, I'm going to do this for a month. But then what? And usually the question when comes into play with things that are out of your control. You cannot control the timeline of anything in this life. Maybe, pregnancy, it's around 9 months. But even that, you don't know the exact date. And there are things in life that are out of our control. And I would say it's out of our control. So you need to embrace uncertainty. And that's the beautiful thing. When you stop asking when and you start asking what do I need to do in order for me to progress, the question when just reduces the I would say the level of intensity of the question, and then you can actually focus on what it is that you truly need to do. So let's dive in. Number one, when shifts the focus from process to outcome. The moment you become obsessed with when something will happen, you stop paying attention to what you need to do today. Progress is built through action, not prediction. The outcome is downstream of the process, always. So stop asking yourself, how long is it going to take me to heal? How long is it going to take my business to succeed? Just ask, what do I need to do today to progress? And it's a day in, day out. Everything in life is day in, day out process. When you heal your heart, you don't do it in one smooth kick. It takes time. It's one day that you are working on yourself tirelessly. In the business, it's every day you create the content, you create the whatever, you record the videos, you do the things. It's day in, day out. And when you focus on what I need to do now, that's the best. That's absolutely the best. But if you are saying, I am outcome dependent, you become very transactional with everything you do in your life. And when you become very transactional with everything you do in your life, you will get nowhere. The process is what makes you. When I was healing for my breakup, or even when I was building my business, I stopped thinking about when the business is going to take off or when I'm going to heal. I said, this is what I need to do now, and this is what's going to happen. Day in, day out, and I stopped thinking about how long. And let me tell you, that saved my life, and it can save yours too. Number two, when is anxiety disguised as curiosity? Most people think they are simply wondering about the future. In all reality, they are trying to escape discomfort of uncertainty. It's so uncomfortable. The brain wants guarantees because uncertainty feels unsafe. But the question never delivers safety. It only feeds the loop. The more you ask yourself how long it's going to take me to X, it's going to take longer. When you ask, what do I need to do? And you focus on the action and not on the outcome. Be detached from the outcome. When you're detaching yourself from the outcome and you're attaching yourself to a process, this is where miracles happen in your life. You're not transactional anymore. You're very intentional, and the intention is to heal. The intention is to grow. The intention is to build. The intention is to become. Now, if this is the intention and it's not the outcome that you're seeking, the becoming, you will win either way. And that's the thing. You don't need to attach yourself to an outcome ever. Whenever you're attaching yourself to an outcome, you're dependent on the outcome. You're dependent on the duration. You're dependent on the process. But when you are attaching yourself to becoming, and when you're attaching yourself to the actions that you're taking day in, day out, you will win every time in everything. Because you either earn or you learn. You never fail. This is why I created multiple YouTube channels. I created so many things. And I say to myself, I am always winning. I cannot lose. Losing is when you are attaching yourself to an outcome and you say, if I didn't get it, I lost. But if your entire philosophy in life is not what you get, but who you become in the process of healing your heart, in the process of building your business, in the process of becoming the best man or woman you can be, you always win. And this is the mindset. This is the 1% mindset that I wanted to teach you in today's session, that I really want you guys to learn. Number 3 is you're trying to control what is not yours to control. You control your effort. You do not control the timing. Life responds to preparation, not to demands. The inner circle, and you can see the graphic animation on the screen, the inner circle is yours. This is the effort. The orbit around it, it's not. And peace begins with the moment that you stop confusing the two. You don't try to control the timing and your effort all together. Don't confuse it. You cannot control when the right relationship appears. You cannot control these things. You can control becoming emotionally healthy enough to recognize it. You can control the effort that you put into your business to be ready for when the opportunity appears. And many people love this quote, and they say, success is when opportunity meets with preparation meets with opportunity. Yeah, it's true. But are you preparing, and what are you preparing for? If you're healing right now and you're in this time that you're trying to just, find yourself again, are you preparing for a new partnership or not? Are you what are you doing? How do you work on yourself to become the best version of you? So when an opportunity presents itself, you're ready to take it. Or are you perpetuating the same type of behavior over and over and over again, just expecting a different outcome, but not really changing from within? It's self-reflective questions that you guys really must ask yourself. Number 4, when creates conditional commitment. That's the most detrimental thing. The hidden beneath the question is often a bargain. I will keep going as long as I know what will happen soon. I know it will happen soon. That is not commitment. That is negotiation. Real commitment says, I will keep going, whether it takes 6 months or 6 years. Timeline got nothing on you. And I can lead you only by example. When I started now 4 YouTube channels, I got breakup and content, breakup recovery. I got the 1% mindset. I got conscience relating for men and conscience relating for women. 4 YouTube channels, 12 different social media accounts that I'm not managing. I mean, I'm just creating the content. I have a person that does it for me. But in either case, I don't think about how long it's going to take for all of them to blow up. I don't. All I can do is control, remember this, effort. I'm going to put in the effort and God is going to take care of the rest. That is all. Now, when you have this kind of mindset, the day in, day out grind mindset, you will succeed in anything that you do is going to be successful. I know that it's not easier said than done, but what is the alternative? To keep hurting? What is the alternative? To stay broke? What is the alternative? To stay weak? Go to the gym as long as it takes to build the muscle. Do the things as long as it takes to get the results that you want. I just discovered the gym about 1.5 years ago. I had never stopped going since then. I am so dedicated and committed. And my trainer always tells me, listen, you got to take some days off. And I know that I need to, but I don't really like to take days off because I love the feeling of the accomplishment. And I attached myself to the day in, day out mentality. I don't attach myself to an outcome. Like I said, it's not about what I get. It's about who I am becoming. And that is the premise of the entire video. Next one is constantly checking progress slows progress. Growth often happens quietly before it becomes visible. Constant evaluation creates frustration and steals momentum. A seed dug up every morning to see if it's growing never gets to grow. You don't dig this seed and say, did you grow? Did you grow? You don't do that, right? But why are we doing it with healing? How long it's going to take me to heal? It's been 3 months. How long is my business going to grow? How long this? How long that? My bicep is not big enough. It's been 1.5 years. 1.5 years. And sometimes I look and I said, I need to be bigger by now. I said, well, this is your body. This is the biology. And you do the absolute best. I track my macronutrients and I go to the gym every day. I do 10,000 steps every day minimum. That's what I can do. And that's how my body reacts. That's how the body reacts. That's what it is. And I know that I keep doing it. I know that I'm going to be as fit as I can. As simple as that. Very, very simple without taking steroids or anything like that. But I'm doing it and I'm telling you that this is what it is. With your healing, with your business, with everything, you need to have the same mindset. And the entire premise of the video is the mindset behind everything that you do. When you check the progress, it's shooting yourself in the foot every single time. And invisible progress is still progress. And you can see the graphic illustration. This is how it looks like. What is visible is the tip of the iceberg. It's always this. But beneath that, this is the work. This is the root system that you're creating. And you probably know the bamboo story, that if you put the bamboo is creating and such an intricate network of roots underneath the ground for between 2 to 5 years sometimes. And when it shoots up in a few months to, I don't know, it's insane. And the reason that you need to understand that sometimes it just takes time to create the root system. Even in your healing, even in your business, it's roots that you put inside. It's the work that you're putting inside. And life, God will give you some tests to see how deep your roots are. This is where your ex will come back and you say no, because you know you're rooted, you're grounded. It's when the business doesn't go as you plan, but you keep staying on track because you know that what you're doing is right and it's true. And these are the little things in life that's the beauty of life. For me, this is the beauty of life. It's not that everything is going my way all the time. I don't need it to go my way. I'm alive. You're alive. Things don't need to go your way all the time. They need to go as God planned. And you gotta have faith. Whether you believe in God, Jesus, Allah, whatever it is that your heart is telling you that this is the truth, that's the truth, and that will be the truth for you. But you need to be leaning not on your own understanding, but the higher truth that your heart is guiding you towards. Number 7, it's dopamine loves progress, not just rewards. Your brain stays motivated when it notices consistent forward movement. If you're only waiting for the final outcome, you will overlook the small wins that keep momentum alive. Reward the wrap, not just the result. Instead of celebrating getting 100,000 subscribers, celebrate publishing another quality video today. If you are a YouTuber, or if you're doing something like that. Also, in your healing, celebrate that today I didn't stalk my ex. Today I didn't check my, old photos. Today I didn't do these things. Today I was true and honest. Today I did everything right. It's day, again, I think I hammered that so much in today's session, but it's important. It's the day in, day out mentality. It will get you to anywhere that you want to go in your life. Anywhere, and it will get you anything. And momentum, by the way, when momentum begins in life, it's about consistently maintaining it. It's not gaining momentum and stopping. Many people start, stop, start, stop, start, start, stop, 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 start, stop. Are you familiar with that start, stop mentality? No, our mentality here on this channel, starting and never stopping. Starting until we get to where we wanted to go. And when we achieve what we wanted to achieve, we don't celebrate the achievement, we celebrate who we became. And even if we don't, we celebrate who we became. You will change when you're healing correctly, when you're building a business correctly, when you're doing everything in your life correctly. You better trust it and know that you will be different. And it's not about when you're going to achieve whatever, it's about who you're becoming day in, day out. If I haven't mentioned it so many times already. But when you hear something more than once, it gets into your consciousness. So hopefully you got it by now. Number 8 is comparison makes when even more dangerous. The moment that you ask when, you naturally start to look around and see how fast everyone else is moving. You can see your ex moving fast and you say, oh, they're already in a relationship. I need to be in a relationship. And this is far from the truth. This is not how healing works. And in business, you can say the comparison will create impatience and you say, oh, this person achieved success so much faster than me. And now you're comparing yourself to so many people. Compare yourself to the old version of you, the person you were yesterday. Become better than who you were yesterday. If every day you become better than who you were yesterday, where do you think you're going to be? What you think you can achieve, or should I say what you think you cannot achieve. Nothing will stand in your way. Next one is every master stop negotiating with time. So today's standard repeated. This is how it goes. Elite performers do not ask when they will arrive. They ask what today's standard is. They trust that repeated excellence compounds quietly, relentlessly, until arrival is no longer a question. It's not a question. Again, day in, day out. And did I bother you with the day in, day out or not yet? But it's important. Don't be a day in, 2 days out kind of person. 10, last but not least, identity outlasts motivation. The strongest people stop chasing outcomes and start become the kind of person who naturally creates them. Do not chase healing, become someone who heals. Do not chase confidence, become someone who keeps promises to themselves. That's it. A disciplined person does not need motivation to go to the gym. Going to the gym is simply a part of who you are. And I'm not talking just about the gym, I'm talking about anything in your life, that this is who you are. I'm a kind person, I'm a loving husband, I'm a loving father, I am a disciplined man, I'm working relentlessly on my business, I keep truth with all of my loved ones, and this is who you are. I keep promises to myself. This is who you become. When this is who you are and this is your baseline personality, you will always progress, because whenever you feel or don't feel like doing something, when you're having a system, you will fall to the strengths of your systems. The system, whenever shit hits the fan, It's the system that keeps you alive. And I remember when I experienced a very hard breakup, my system was so solid, it got me out within, I would say, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Hard breakup, but 3 weeks and I was so good. I was so good because my system was solid, so I didn't lose myself. It was easy for me to stay on track. This is why, you guys, you gotta have systems in your life. So stop with negotiating with the clock. Stop asking, well, when will my life change? Start asking, who must I become that this outcome becomes inevitable? The people who succeed are not the ones who get there fastest. They are the ones who stay committed after everyone else has given up. Because reality refused to honor their timeline. Your job is not to control the clock. Your job is to become the person who is ready when the opportunity arrives. You guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm sending you much love. God bless you on your journey. If you need any type of help, please click the link in the description below and hit me up. I got you. See you again in the next one.